So, hello everybody, here we are back with the Dead Marshes. I tried this quest out yesterday and it's kind of an odd quest. But you'll see this as we progress. So that's 1826 thread over here, and that's 1524 thread over here. So the premise of the story is that we have finally caught up with Gollum. And Gollum is going to try and escape from us. So basically, as we're walking through or trudging through the Dead Marshes, he will try to escape. And at the end of each quest phase, we need to make an escape test. Now, escape tests are usually based off of the questing prowess of people, but you can only use characters that have not been committed to the quest. So anybody who's exhausted cannot take part in this. So so what you require is a lot of allies and a lot of questing power. Sometimes you will be asked to do a quest, to do an escape test using people's fighting ability, but that only happened once. So we'll see how we will fare. So what I'm looking for in my starting hand for both sides is allies, and plenty of them. So here we go. Northern Tracker, well. West Road Traveller, very good. And the Favour of the Lady, also very good, because this gives me an additional +1 to my questing power. Campfire Tales, which allows me to draw one more card, and another Favour of the Lady, very good, and Westfold Horsebreaker, which actually allows me to discard this card to ready a hero, which is really good, because, for example, Eowyn is my main quester. If I put the Favour of the Lady on her, she quests for 5, but once she's been committed to a quest, she can't take part in an escape test. But if I play the if the Westfold Horsebreaker is in play and is not exhausted, I could discard him to ready her. So that's a very important card. So I'm going to keep this starting hand because it is fantastic. Let's see what we do over here. Song of Wisdom, not too bad. Quick Strike, Swift Strike, Veteran Axe Hand, another Song of Wisdom, Gondorian Spearman. Okay, the upside of this hand is that I can make all my heroes over here lore heroes, which means that I can use their resources for lore, but also I could give them Burning Brand. But I only have one ally. No, 2 actually. You know what, I will risk it. So basically everybody gets 2 resources because I play with the resource heavy version of the game to give us a better start in life, if you like. 2 and 2. And everybody draws another card. Because I remember a time when I actually... Oh, another Song of Wisdom. Woohoo! When I didn't realise this because I actually only ever drew 6 cards. So, let's see. Setup. Search the encounter deck for Gollum and add it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck, then reveal 1 card per player from the encounter deck to add to the staging area. So here we have the Wargs. Forced. If Wargs is dealt a shadow card, well, that doesn't happen now. And... deal 1 damage to each character controlled by each player with a threat of 35 or higher. So this doesn't do anything, which is really good. So, okay, what we're going to do is, first of all, we don't have anything to attach the Ancient Mathem to. Okay, first of all, Campfire Tales, really important. Everybody draws 1 card. Always try to get as many cards drawn as possible. Good. Choose a player, shuffle the player's discard pile into his deck. Really nice, might come in handy later. Let's see. We're going to give everyone the LotR ability. And we have one card left which we can use to boost Aelwyn's questing. Okay, we're going to bring out the Gondorian Spearman, and we're going to bring out the Veteran Axe Hand. Over here, yeah, we are going to bring out the Northern Tracker. And that's all we can play right now. So we're going to, at the moment, the staging area has a threat of 2, which is the wargs. And we're going to quest with Aelwyn for 4, 5, the Northern Tracker, and 6, Theodred, who will also give his resource to Aelwyn. And we're going to throw in Tarlin for 7 against a threat of 2, 3, 8, 5, 6, 8, and we've got 1, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to use our card and discard it because we don't really need 3 songs of wisdom to boost it, so that we don't have to increase our threat. So now it's the end of the quest phase. The party must make an escape test dealing 1 card per player from the encounter deck. So we're going to that's bad now because we only have we're going to commit Eleanor, and we're going to commit Denethor, and we're going to commit Legolas for 3. Escape 0. Escape 0. Pooh, that's good. And we got rid of a hill troll too. That's really good. Okay, now we have the wargs attacking. But first of all, do we travel? Okay, we're going to travel to the Brown Lands, which has a really nice effect. First of all, it's threat 5, so we do want to get rid of it as quickly as possible. But once you travel to it, you put a progress token on it immediately and it goes away, which is really good. So now we've got the wargs. We're going to get the wargs to attack the Gondorian Spearmen. Now, the Gondorian Spearman, once committed to attacking, to defending, does 1 wound immediately and no shadow effect. The Gondorian Spearman says bye-bye, but then the Veteran Axe Hand hits back for 2 versus 1. Shield means 1 damage, and we are back at the end of the round. Well done. That wasn't so bad, actually. That wasn't such a bad first round. 25 and 27. Everyone draws a card. Gildor Inglorian. Dunedain Warning. Everyone gets a resource. 2. No. 2. 1. 1. Let's see. We really would like to attach the favor of the lady to this girl. And we're going to attach No, we're not going to attach the Ancient Method because the Dead Marshes has 12 to fulfill, so that's not a good idea. So we'll keep this resource behind. Now, we've got Gildor Inglorion. We can exhaust him to look at the top 3 cards of our decks, or your deck. Switch one of those cards with the card from your hand, then return the 3 cards to the top of your deck in any order. That's a really powerful card, but also he is quite strong. He's got 3 quest power, 2 attack, and 3 defense. So that's really powerful, but we do not have enough money to afford him yet, so we will not do anything just now. Okay. So we are going to quest. Actually, that was stupid. I'm going to attach this one to Aowen. What was I thinking? Okay. So it's 1, 5, 6, 7 against the threat of 1. Treachery escape. When revealed, each player must make an escape test, dealing 2 cards from the encounter deck for each test. Each player that fails this test, sort that. Crows. Surge. Okay, they take 1 wound from Northumberland isn't actually questing, so that doesn't really matter. What we're going to do is we have a quest power of 1, 6, 7 against 1, 2, 3, which means we put 4 on the current quest. There's another impassable dog. Oh yeah, you know what? We will travel to it. Are we going to engage the crows? First of all, are we going to engage the crows? Yeah, we are. I just don't want them hanging around. So first of all, we draw shadow cards, 1 for the crows, 1 for the wargs. Crows against the veteran axe hand. No shadow text. So they have hit. Denethor is going to take the onslaught of the wargs. Attacking enemy gets +1. So since he has 3 + 1, that's 4 shields against 4 defense, nothing happens. So now, Talon is going to kill the crows that get shuffled back into the deck. And, Legolas is going to attack the wargs for 3 over 1, which means 2 wounds. Oh, I forgot the escape test. Yeah, you see, that's what happens. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to, yeah. Well, we forgot it. We will have to do 2 next time. Yeah, so this is something that I should have done. I should have done an escape test. Yeah. Well, there is no. So basically, he kills the wargs. Puts 2 on the current display. So now we don't have anybody, so we will have to do an escape test, and we do escape 3. So he gets 2 tokens. Okay, everyone refreshes escape test. Don't forget the escape tests. Yes, so everyone gets a resource, 2, 1, 2, 2. 2. Threat goes up by 1. Everyone draws a card. Valiant Sacrifice. And Erebor Hammersmith. Okay, first of all, we're going to play Gildor Inglorion. Then we're going to play... we are going to attach the Ancient Mathen to the Impassable Bog. And we're going to play the West Road Traveller. And that's essentially it. Okay. So, we're going to quest. Oh, actually, this should have gotten one of these because it was in the staging area before. Three, 5, 6. Are we going to quest with Talin? Well, yes, we are. 7 over. When revealed, place 2 resource tokens on Golem. Any player may exhaust a LotR hero to reduce this effect to 1. No, sort that. When revealed, each player raises his threat by 1 for each character he controls that is not currently committed to a quest. That's fine. That's 1 over here. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. So we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 10 over 1. Essentially means we have 11 on this one here, which is really brilliant. Sorry, 1, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Sorry, 9. So we bring this up to 10. It's not too shabby. And now we do the escape test. And we're going to, since we don't have any enemies, we're going to commit everybody. So we're going to do a test for 5 against 2 and 3 is 5 exactly. So nothing happens. Gollum stays where he is. We caught him in time. Threat goes up by 1 and 1. First player changes. Everyone draws a card. Everyone gets a resource. And refreshes. So let's see. We are going to bring out the Westfold Horsebreaker. We are going to attach the Favor of the Lady to Gildor Inglorion. And over here we are going to, well, where are we? Yes, we are going to bring out the Winged Guardian. Okay, so let's go questing. 1, 4, 5. Gets a 1, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11 against the threat of 1. When revealed, each player must make an escape test. Forget this. When revealed, remove 4 progress tokens from the current quest card. Okay, not too. That's not nice, but it's not so bad either. Okay, so we have quested for 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 against a threat of 1, which means 10. So we put 6 on this and 4 on. Oh, sorry, from the current quest. So we bring the quest down. So again, we have 1 threat, just dealt with by him, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to this gives us 8 as an overflow. So we're 10 on the quest. The impassable bog is done. Ancient Mathem pops. First player draws 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Very good. We're going to travel to the impassable bog. And we're going to do an escape test now for 4, 5, 6. Against escape 3 and escape 2. Means 5, so he has not escaped. So everyone refreshes. Everyone's threat goes up by 1. Everyone gets a resource. We draw a card. Oh, Steward of Gondor. Okay, so that one goes on Theodred and we exhaust it straight away, so he's got 4. A Burning Brand goes on Denethor, so we never have to worry about him engaging, defending ever again. And we are, no, we're not, because we don't have enough. Yes, we are going to out the Westfold Horse Traveller just in case. We have the resources, so we might just as well spend them. Okay. So let's quest for 1, 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11 against a threat of nothing and 1, a hill troll who takes a wound immediately. So that's him. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on the current location, brings that location down. So now what we need to do is we need to do an escape test, and we're going to commit Gildor Inglorion, the Westfold Horsebreaker, to it. And Denethor. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Escape 0. Escape 0. Okay. Again, Gollum does not escape. Now we're going to engage, we're going to voluntarily engage the hill troll. Now hill trolls are actually quite annoying. But we have a couple of things that we can do, because the more powerful your deck gets, the easier it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to defend with the Winged Guardian. Now the point is that any surplus damage that the troll does goes into threat. So you don't just want to throw one of your really empty allies, you know, with a 1 point or 0 point shield against him, because otherwise your threat would go up considerably. And I remember when I played the Anduin quest for the first time, I was so terrified of those trolls. But now that I have a much more powerful deck, you can see that it gets much easier. So first of all, I'm going to play Swift Strike. After a character is declared as a defender, deal 2 damage to the attacking enemy. So 3. Now 6 against 4 plus 1 is 5. So first of all, the Winged Guardian dies, and we take 1 threat point. So his attack is over. So now we're going to team up, and that's going to be 3, 5 against a defense of 3, means we do 5 damage. So he's not dead, but we've done 5 damage in 1 round against the hill troll, which is actually quite a lot, considering that we don't have any special weapons. So that's the end of the round. 36. I wouldn't mind some threat reduction anytime soon. 30. First player changes. Everyone draws a card. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. We of course played Valiant Sacrifice as the eagle left play, and I get to draw 2 more cards over here. Quick Strike and the Veteran Axe Hand. That's really good. So let's everybody get a really lovely round of resources. Good. So let's see. Oh, he committed to a quest. He would have given his. Okay. So we're playing the Lorien Guide. And that's all we can play. And over here, first of all, we're going to play Rumor from the Earth to look at the top card. The Heart of the Marshes, not a problem. We'll leave it where it is. I'm going to bring out another Veteran Axe Hand for good measure. And we're going to quest. 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Against a staging area that is completely empty. Dead Marshes. And another Dead Marshes. The Heart of the Marshes. While the Heart of the Marshes is the active location, all cards dealt from the encounter deck for escape tests get +1 escape. Ah, okay. So it's 6 against 5. So that's 5 on the quest. So that's 10, that's 12. So Stage 2A. After a tiring pursuit through the treacherous marshland, you have cornered Gollum and move in for the capture. After this stage is defeated, the first player chooses a player. That player must pass an escape test, dealing one card from the encounter deck for each resource token on Gollum to capture him. So we have 2 resource tokens on Gollum. We're going to nominate Gildor Inglorion and friends. And escape 0, escape 2 against 4, 5. So we have captured Gollum and won the game. Okay, now last time I played this didn't go so well. So I'd say the secret of this one is really plenty of allies that can quest and that can defend, because your guys will not be doing a lot of defending. I mean, it's nice to have even things like self-preservation, just in case you get a really nasty group of enemies, because when you do the escape test, of course, you discard the cards. So you miss quite a lot of nasty monsters. So here we would have had the giant marshworm, which has 1 threat only, but 3 attack, 2 defense, and 6 life points. And after each round, you remove 2 damage from the giant marshworm. So when you do damage, you have to have at least 4 attack to do any damage. But if you only do 2 damage per round, he will actually recover this. So this is actually quite a nasty critter. You don't want to run into those. I haven't really encountered them in play because they were all, part of escape tests. So in a way, you're going through the deck quite quickly as well. But like I said, I mean, this is an interesting quest. And yeah, I think I built a deck that really does quite good things. I will keep this deck as is, and we will be doing another thing today, because today is the last, well, basically I did some more maths today. I have prepared for my exams. I'm not going to do any more now. This is all there is to it. If I can't do it now, I won't be able to do it between now and Tuesday, essentially. So I'm done learning, I'm done studying. So I have plenty of time today, and I have and even more time tomorrow. And I want to finish the Mirkwood cycle and start on the Khazad-dûm cycle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to refresh everything and put away the cards. And now that we've got Gollum, we need to go and return to Mirkwood to take him to Thranduil for safekeeping. And this is again where we meet with the book, because as we all know from the Lord of the Rings, he was put into the hands of the wood elves, so Legolas's father Thranduil and his people were looking after him, and they unfortunately let him escape out of the kindness of their hearts, mind you, because they essentially let him climb a tree and he refused to come down, and and then things happened and he escaped, and I think some people were killed as well. So this is where we're at now. So now we're returning to Mirkwood, and I hope you will join me then as well, and I hope I can at least showcase some of the strengths of this game. There are plenty of videos out there, and I can only recommend them. Off the Cuff Gaming have a series where it's actually 2 people playing together, as opposed to me just playing two-handed. It's quite interesting to watch the dynamics between the 2 guys as well when they're playing. I don't know, I think it would be probably too contentious for me. But I really enjoy watching their gameplay. And there are also plenty of games out there where people play online, and you basically see the computer screen using, I don't know, Lackey or whatever it is that they're using. I've tried to watch them, but I can't get into them really, because I prefer watching people playing with real cards. Yeah, I'm maybe too old-fashioned for this life. Because I don't know, it's a card game, and yes, I do have the Lackey module, and I've got all the stuff downloaded, and I did play it last year when I was on holiday because I couldn't bring my cards, and it was just a new game for me, so I really wanted to play, and I wanted to play, and I wanted to play, and I wanted to play. But I don't know, it's just watching somebody play it online, I don't know, it's just not the same for me, so I don't watch those, so I can't recommend them, but and of course LotR does videos, but I think LotR is best described as a power player. I mean, he's just there with the best decks ever, and yeah, it's really high powered, and he is the min-max guy, so he's got the best decks, and he just smashes the quests, and you just go, oh my god, what just happened? So it's quite something to behold. So it's a nice and entertaining thing to watch, but it's also one of the ones where you kind of don't even know what hit you at the end, because by the time you realize what he's doing, because he doesn't explain anything, he says so up front, the quest is over, you kind of go, how did he do that again, and what? But it's actually quite interesting to watch somebody play in that mode as well. So that's all for now. I'm going to upload this now. Have a lovely day, and I'll talk to you later on this afternoon.